streaming.
I knew when we were early. That's all was going to happen. Hey everybody, I'm Cindy Matalucci, your host of The Pulse. I'm so excited for our live show today. It's Friday, February 10th. It's almost Valentine's Day. I don't know if you guys are ready, but I'm ready and we are ready today. I have a fabulous guest with me. I'm so excited to introduce Lisa K. Miller from Koi Zen Cellars. How are you?
I'm awesome. Thanks so much for having me today.
We're so excited. We did a little Facebook Live earlier, a little sizzle of what we were doing today. So we are going to talk about wines and chocolates. Obviously, it's perfect for Valentine's Day, but you could do this any time of the year. But before we kind of dive into the wine and chocolate thing, I want to talk a little bit about your story, Lisa, because you're so passionate about what you do. You have a great story about how you got into the wine business. So tell the viewers a little bit about that.
Well, my husband and I always loved wine. We would go wine tasting and kind of take classes and made our own home wine as our kids were growing up. So it was something that was very much a part of us. And we always said, someday we're going to be in the wine industry. So 2012 happens and kids graduate high school and everything we knew kind of fell apart. Life threw us a couple curveballs and we said, you know what, we might not have been here tomorrow, so we better start doing what we love. And we were both in kind of corporate America and kind of took its toll, and so here we are.
Well, and Lisa, you were a photographer and Darius, your husband, was a computer scientist.
Correct.
And then there were some health issues and things that, made you guys turn everything around.
Yeah.
But what I love about it is, it says it on your site, follow your dreams, not a paycheck.
Correct.
Which I think is so great that you're an entrepreneur. And I'm a big believer. I was in the corporate world, and obviously I left the corporate world to do what I love. So I want to congratulate you on that.
Thanks.
And all the success that you've had.
That's right. Somebody told me once, get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Because if you're not growing and you're not scared, you're not doing anything.
I love that. Well, and let's talk about the koi theme, because it obviously runs throughout, as you can see.
Yes.
Talk to us about that and how you sort of tied in the Koi Zen theme.
Okay, so while we were in corporate America, we do have a little koi pond in our backyard at the time, but the canyon raccoons from the Penasquitos Canyon were coming and getting our fish. And one night we actually found one sitting there, as I said, having sushi. And my husband's like, that's it, I'm gonna build a deep one because they'll sense that, it's too deep and they'll leave it alone. So that was probably 10 years ago. And once that was built, now we have, 8 or 9 big koi fish. But all those years, we would sit there and have coffee in the morning and our wine in the evening. And it was our Zen quiet place to kind of decompress and de-stress. And so when Koi Zen was coming about, we were trying to figure out this. I said, well, you know what, this is very much like who we are. And stress is in a lot of people's lives and people need to slow down a little bit. At least that's what we needed to do. So the Koi and the Zen kind of went together.
Well, if you go in to see their winery, they have lots of artwork with Zen, with koi fish and Zen. It's I love it. It's beautiful in there. Mm-hmm. So let's talk a little bit about your winery.
Okay.
You guys crush, ferment, age, blend, and bottle all on site.
Correct.
Pretty fabulous. How does that happen?
Okay, so we are what we call a craft winery, kind of just like the craft brews. We don't own any land, we don't own any vineyards. We buy grapes from growers. So when you're going up the 101 and you see all those vineyards on the street, on the side of the road, a lot of those are just owned by big growers that sell their grapes to anybody. So we buy grapes from growers and we buy grapes from Napa, Sonoma, Santa Barbara, Lodi, different places like that where they know what's growing best there. And so we buy those grapes, ship them down to our place. And last fall we did about 20 tons of 5 different varietals.
Oh my God.
With a lot of hard work and love and care.
Well, and I love that your place is very much a neighborhood place. I mean, we've been in there and you've got people that are coming back all the time, regulars. It's very neighborhood feel.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. We wanted a place where kind of a community has gathered around, where people can get really nice wine, not have to go far, and can just escape from a few moments from their life.
And tell them your motto.
Uncork, sip, back, relax.
I love that. I can live by that. So let's talk a little bit about the events that you host, because I've hosted events there. It's a great space. You guys do a ton of different types of pairings, events. Talk to the viewers about your space and what you do as far as events there.
Okay, So we have a tasting room in the front that holds 25, 30 people. We have a barrel cellar in the back. It's lined with barrels, and that's where all the magic happens. But when it's not crush season, which is only, like September, October timeframe, the space is open and available to host a birthday party, anniversaries, team building corporate events, networking meetings. We do classes. We have a wine bottle succulent class coming up. We do painting classes on glasses, painting on canvases. We did Christmas tree cork Christmas trees for the holiday times, and that was a really fun class. Just different things to give people a little chance to come in, enjoy wine, and create something new.
Well, and you guys can go to the website at koizensellars.com and really see your events calendar.
Correct.
And what people can sign up for and how to get there.
Right. And if they get our newsletter, then that comes out weekly, and all of the events for the next couple weeks are on there too.
You got to check it out. Okay, so today you have got us covered. Now, there's some misconceptions when it comes to pairing chocolate and wine. I think, oh yeah, I could just put chocolate in my mouth and drink my wine, but it doesn't work that way.
Right. Wine and chocolate actually are very similar because they're both aphrodisiacs, which is a fun thing for Valentine's Day. And they both are antioxidants. So those are the really pluses. But both wine and chocolate contain tannin. And so for wine, tannin is the thing where you sip a glass of red wine, your mouth feels like cotton. That's the effects of tannin, and it's found in the skins and the seeds of grapes. So red wines will have a lot of tannin on them, depending on the varietal. Chocolate also has tannin, and that's like the bitterness part. So sometimes when you put the two together, depending on the chocolate you pick and the wine you pick, they might clash. And either the wine will taste sour or bitter, or the chocolate, you won't get the flavors from it. Because chocolate has, sweet, fruity, things like that.
When we have some whites and some reds, and we're going to be mixing. But before we get started, we want to bring up some guests. So we usually don't have live guests on the show, but today we do. We have a special guest. Adriana and Brooke, come on up. They're going to help us with the tastings. Hey, how are you? Thanks for coming. We're so excited to have you.
Thanks for having us.
Yay. So they're going to be helping us. So I just want to introduce them. They actually won a package through the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation for the gala to come on and be our special guest today. And I want to thank Lisa because they will be leaving with a complimentary taste on us. So Koi Zen has given you guys an opportunity to come in and try their wine on them, and we can't wait to give you that. So
thank you
congratulations
so much.
and thank you for that.
Hey, you're welcome.
All right, so what do we have? Let's talk about the wines.
Okay, so we have white wine and we have red wine. And when you're thinking of chocolates and wines together, kind of general rule, match colors. So lighter wines with lighter chocolates, darker red wines with darker chocolates. So we have, today I brought a 2015 Chardonnay.
My
I know
favorite.
Cindy loves that. This wine has pear, apple, little bit of sweetness to it, little kiss of sweet on that, little velvetyness. So it's bright, it's fun, not too light. It's a little bit light on the oak. So we're going to try to pair this one with, I actually have two different options for you. So there's a white chocolate, because white chocolate's sweet, going to have some creaminess to it, but the wine has a little bit of sweet. So they're going to complement each other that way.
Well, and I'm so picky about Chardonnay. Like, I know you guys follow me on Instagram, and I'm always talking about wine. Love, big fan of yours. So whatever you're doing, you're doing a good job.
Thank you. So try the wine first.
I can't wait to eat the chocolate.
That's okay.
So you should do the wine first.
Yeah, try the wine first, because then you get the flavors, the nuances of the wine. And then bite a little piece of the chocolate.
See, I need your help. I don't even know the order to do it in.
And while that chocolate is melting in your mouth, sip the wine over that.
That is good. That's really
Amazing,
good.
very good.
What do you think?
Delicious. Amazing.
So do you like spicy chocolates? Because with white wine, something that has a little sweet on it, a spicy chocolate, and I got this one from Trader Joe's, has a little ginger, it has a little spice to it. So
Oh, wow.
the sweetness of the wine is going to cut the spice if you don't necessarily like that, but it just adds a whole nother dimension. Taste try the chocolate and then now try the wine over it. See if you're getting a little of the spice, it'll kind of get a little subdued with the wine now.
That's really good.
Very good.
I like
Something
that.
a little bit more unusual. The most important thing is play with it. Just find a wine you love and try some different chocolates and play.
But I love that you can find these in, Trader Joe's. Like you said, it's easy.
Absolutely.
to get all this. And then you guys actually have chocolates at your place too, right?
Right. We carry Brix chocolates at our place right now.
Okay, and what's a Brix? Tell us about that.
Brix, Brix, that's actually the name of the chocolate company, but that's actually the name of sugar in wine, the Brix number. So what they do is match they match their chocolates and the percent of cacao in that and with wines that would go well with. So they make it kind of easy. They tell you right on the package what to do.
Oh, there you go. Cheap. These are so cute too. Can we look at these? I love these napkins.
Want to try some reds?
Yes.
Sure.
Here, let me take these. Oh, you can finish that.
I don't know what's getting done today. Perfect.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Wow, that was so good. And I love the presentation too. This is great.
So we have one other one. And this is a 2014 Malbec. Grapes are from Lake County, which is north of Napa. I call this wine our party in a glass. It is bright. It is fun. Think of sour cherries. Think of cranberries. You ever walk into an old-fashioned candy store and those aromas? That's what this has.
Well, I have a question for you. How did you
Yes.
pick the wines that you guys have?
Well, it's the grapes.
So it's the grapes. So did you say, okay, these are the best grapes, or how did that go into it?
Well, my
for
husband
you?
Darius is the winemaker, and he works really hard to find what grapes are growing best where. And so if you can get that, and up in Northern California, they've been growing grapes forever. They know what's growing best where, so he tries to source that best fruit, ship that down, and then make the wine. And then the winemaker adds their personal touch, with maybe more tannin or how you're crushing and fermenting and all kinds of things, whether you have it in oak, things like that. So there's a little personal touch there. But if you start with high quality fruit, you can make really nice wine.
What's your most popular, would you say?
In our winery, the Malbec is very popular. Of the whites, the Chardonnay is very popular. And then we have a big, bold, I think it's over here, a Petite Syrah that is very popular also.
Oh, I love it. Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
So this one's red. So this is Malbec. So get a little of the aroma first.
This time I'm going to drink it first. Yes.
So think of
Wow.
cherries and cranberries. And so try the wine.
So good.
So this one I paired with my favorite chocolate of all time, peanut butter cups. So we have, it's going to be like a grown-up peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So there's a milk chocolate peanut butter cup that you'll get more of the peanut butter flavor, and then there's a dark chocolate one also, and
Thank you.
it's a little more subtle, I guess.
Try the dark.
But when you mix the two, so melt that in your mouth and then sip the wine again, and you'll think you're having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Only it's
Oh my God, that
for
is
21
so
and over.
Good.
Isn't that fun?
That's
It's just
really
a
good.
fun pairing.
And do you sit down and try all this yourself?
Absolutely.
Good perks of the job.
Yes, it's fun to try different wines and different chocolates and pair things together. And you always have to remember, there's really no right or wrong. It's personal taste and personal preference. But that's the fun thing about wine. Everybody might see or taste something different. You might love something different. It might bring back a memory or emotion for you. And that's why I love it.
What did you guys like better? What was your preferred?
I think I like the Malbec.
Yeah.
I love
Very
this with
good.
the peanut butter and the.
Amazing.
I'm a kid at heart.
There you go.
Well, and what's interesting is I'm Italian, so I always drank red, and then I ended up getting some headaches, so I switched over to white. But I really like this Malbec. I could be turning to red again.
There you go.
Lisa got me hooked on the red again. This is really good. I love this. I love how smooth it is. I mean, that's one thing I noticed is there's no aftertaste or anything like that. It's very smooth.
Yeah, and it's very light it's a medium body, but for a Malbec, it's California Malbec.
It really is. It's delicious.
Well, now we have to call up Darius. Darius! He's been watching. We want to have you come up. The man behind the woman behind the man. Come on up.
Man behind the wine.
The man behind the wine. Yay, thanks for coming.
No, thank you.
So you guys also have a wine club,
Yes.
right? So let's talk about that.
Wine Club. If you love our wines, it gives you discounts off of wines. It gives you some complimentary tastings. It gives you a sense of community, and I think that's what we tried to build there. Because everybody that comes in there is enjoying something, and usually most people live fairly local. We do ship in California, so that's always fun too.
Perfect. And tell everybody where to find out about you. You guys, you have to check it out. I mean, I loved having you here today. I think this is great. Again, we've got you covered for Valentine's Day, but you could really do this any time of year. You could do a couples tasting. You could do something with your girlfriends, have a girls' night. I mean, this is such a great idea, and these guys are a great resource. So tell everybody where to go, where are you located, and where do they find you?
Okay, we are located in Carmel Mountain Ranch, which is very close to Rancho Bernardo, just down the street from Home Depot. And you'll see purple flags on the street when we're open Wednesday through Sunday. And you can always go to www.koizensellars.com. Our events calendar is there, and we just love to educate people so that you're more empowered to know what you like with wine.
Well, we love it. We had so much fun. We hope you guys have a fabulous Valentine's Day. Thank you guys for being our guests today. It was so good having you.
Thank you. Thank you for
We're so
having
excited.
us.
Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yay. Darius, we need to get you a glass.
We'll get a glass later. Okay.
Cheers, you guys. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
We're such fans. Go check them out, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.